A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? Gun. 65. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Great. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Express. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Not today, you are. Not today. Gun. Mike 29.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming for you, son. One left. He's checking crap.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's brought in right side by Ginn. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Safe. Slam. SOS.
The give is to Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 23-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I'm coming.
Throwing is Newton. Buying time to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
It's our time. Check 9.
On 1st down, Elliott. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We want it. Gun. Shit. He's checking. 20. Check.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Even. 4 down. Even. 29 is the Mike 29. 8. Army. Check 15.
Back to throw, Newton. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready? All day, dog. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, we got 3. Great. Out. 8. Hatchet. 36. 20.
Newton to throw. Steps away to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Set. Number 88. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Express. Give me that ball, defense. Quick the edge. Come.
On second down, Elliott. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10.
Check right. Watching you find.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Flushed. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long.
Just like that. He's coming. 8. Slam. 20.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
8. 50. Oh, try. I got one. Check. 55. 20. Hey, keep it up. Under 10. 10.
From the gun, Newton letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
Take over first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
He's coming. Check in. Come. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go.
Play action. Now Wilson. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Live it on 1st and 10.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Got it. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Wilson. That's complete right side to Gabriel. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K1 short. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch 8.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
What you got? Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. 29 is the mic.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
20. Check. Express. 29 is the mic. Mike 29.
Newton. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Greg. Undercrunch.
A give to Elliott. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go to Elliott again. Elliott a first down and more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now Wilson. And he finds Howard complete. 23 yards, the final tally. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Here we go.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing now is Wilson. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
14, run it. Check right.
Wilson to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. K1 short. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the right side with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Situation. Let's go.